Powell, it's been a good start to the season, a good start to the championship season, 4 from 4. How are you feeling about the start to the 2024 year?
Yeah, it's been good. Look, we had those couple of games against Featherstone that were interesting and challenging, and we sort of found out what the championship was about there. The start to the season was a bit crazy. I thought, jumping in and out of different competitions, but I think the boys have handled it well. I think, and being away from home quite a bit recently with the issues with the stand and the water problems, then we've had to sort of dig deep playing away from home, and again handled it well, and we've started pretty good, and we're in a good place. I think there's some real challenges to come up around the corner. Take each game as it comes, and keep building combinations. So yeah, it's been interesting. It's pretty exciting what we've got ahead of us now, and we just take each game as it comes, as I said.
Seems to be a lot of smiling faces in and around the camp. It seems like there's a good set of players in this team, especially this year. How much are you enjoying coaching these boys?
Yeah, pretty. It's pretty much a pleasure really coaching them. I think the environment that's been created, whether it's by the coaching staff or by Matt, and the environment that they've done a lot of work with, really. The players' lounge, changing rooms, everything about that is, you can see that players feel like they're valued because of the things that they're being given. The food's unbelievable, and winning as well. Winning creates a little bit of a smile on your face when you're winning every week, and we've been working really hard to make sure that happens. I think our support's been great. There's a vibrancy around the place, so all of that means that you're enjoying yourself, and we can see it. You're not getting too carried away. We know that there's a longer term vision and plan, and we're just at the very start of that, so don't get too carried away. Keep your feet on the ground, and recognise that there's a lot of really good players around in the championship, and teams that the game we've got at the weekend, teams that at home are a completely different animal, and we know that Batley are, and that's a tough place to go and play.
You mentioned them there, Batley, this week over at the Foxes Biscuit Stadium. What challenge are you expecting from that team?
Oh well, you've got to play the pitch as well as you play Batley. It's completely different field, really. As I said to the boys, I was at Featherstone for a few years, and for a couple of those years, I had the best team in the comp. But you never went to Batley and got it easy. So, there's a lot of experience there with players that have played against Batley, and obviously some of the coaches as well have been in and around what they stand for as a group of men at Batley. They are and always have been a very tough team to play against, and we've worked hard to make sure that the boys are aware of that this week.
You saw a bit of those guys in pre-season, obviously with the reserves going over there and playing in Dale Morton's testimonial. Have you taken anything from that game, any knowledge or kind of a look at any of their danger men?
Oh, no, I watched the game against Castleford, which was played at Batley, and the 14-10 in front at half time, I think it was. They played really well in that game, and really challenged a Super League team. So they played Featherstone at home round 1. They were 18-0 up in that game. So look, all the evidence points to it's very difficult. We know they like to play down the slope first up, and they really come after you there, and they put you in the corner, and it's tough to get out, and we've got to deal with all those sort of scenarios. But then we've got to play our game as well, and recognise that we're a good team playing with a lot of confidence, and we've got quality players everywhere in the team. So we need to go and play well. If we go and play well, then we know we're a tough team to beat.
You mentioned the pitch there, and obviously you've said you've got a lot of guys that have either played on it or know about Batley's pitch, but there'll be a few guys, thinking more the Aussies, that have just travelled over, like Kai Rodwell. Luke Bain, I think I was having a conversation about the slope the other day, and he was kind of shocked to hear how kind of bad it could be. Have you kind of prepped those guys at all?
Yeah, we spoke about it. And we've shown them the video footage, but you don't know until you get there, do you? But it is what it is, I think we spoke about it, but then you move on, you play your game, you look at what you need to do on the day, and then you take it from there. You know, like I say, we won't bang on about it too much more now. It's everybody's aware, they know what the challenge is. But then, you know, the challenge for Batley is to deal with us as a team, and from what I'm seeing at the moment, that's difficult to do.
In the not too distant future then, we've got the prospect of a semi-final clash over at Bradford. It's in a couple of weeks' time, and it's slowly kind of creeping up. Is that sort of in the back of your mind when you're kind of coming towards selecting your team, making sure that we're as fresh as possible for that semi-final, but also making sure that we're ticking off these wins week by week?
Yeah, it's a very long season. You know, with you look at the Challenge Cup, the start of that, the 1895, the change of format there. There's a lot of competition games, so yeah, I need to be mindful that we've got a lot of experienced players that we need to manage. Whether that's on the training field or on the playing field, there'll be a little bit of both of that as we roll through this next period. And yeah, I know it's there, the 1895. Semi, but yeah, just not thinking about it too much at the moment. Just concentrating on getting the job done each week. But yeah, we're obviously mindful, you know, of our sort of medium-term planning and making sure that we're ready to go every week. And I think we're in a good place with that. You know, we constantly, obviously, we've got the benefit of being full time, so. You know, full-time conditioners, GPS, all of that stuff that helps you monitor players, and you know, I think we're doing a good job with that so far.